is my. I'm more winter.
Plus, you could see the entire fucking pool. Where would a 10-foot shark hide?
It doesn't make any sense. Children's brains don't make much sense. You should know that.
Good morning, Anne. Welcome to the room.
Anne!
Anne, why did you choose Hakima?
Because he's black.
Black people can't swim, Anne.
I think Hakima can.
Anne is smart. She's smart.
Literally, she just voted you because you're black. That was her answer. There was no input into that.
That's a good reason. That's a good reason to vote.
Hakima knows why I really voted for him. Why, Hakima? You know that you're the white supremacist of the group, and so I had to. That's very logical. That's my mojo. You know that we all know to the white supremacist.
I think Anne would be Hakima.
So bad. You gotta go get Michael Phelps.
Oh, I think I could beat you there.
Not in the short race, bro. I'm telling you.
Who did y'all?
Take it back.
So sorry. I don't know if I could beat Hakima, but I know I could beat Brad. So do you guys swim on the regular?
Yes.
Yes.
No. Last time I swam was last year.
In fact, most of the time, even in the winter, I'll take lake bass and just swim out into the lake under ice and water. So those are my favorite things. KK will yell at me all the time. Gerard yells at me all the time. So, but you know, on FaceTime, sometimes the neighbors like to come out and watch. So that's a plus.
I swim probably once a year.
Brad, why don't you have a YouTube channel where you do like time-lapse photos of yourself building a yurt or like, you know, cleaning fish or, you know, being creative, making videos?
Because there's about 1 million of them out there. Most of them are wrong. And I just don't feel like, I don't know, Gerard told me to do stuff like that, but that's a lot of work and effort and time. And then you got to sit there, and I honestly don't know how to do all that shit.
Well, the amazing.
A lot of money on
I don't know how to do all the YouTube shit. All the other shit, I can get you water on a fucking stove, and I can teach you how to survive with. I just don't know how to operate fucking YouTube.
Well, a lot of people waste time, you know, not waste time, but, you know, a lot of these big accounts, they do a lot of professional editing. But with your cell phone, basically all these apps now do editing and, you know, graphic overlay and manipulation and all kinds of special effects. So it's like your cell phone is just so easy to point and click. You know, anybody can do it now.
Your biggest issue would be storage of all the footage and then compiling the order of whatever you want to be in the video. You should do it, Brad.
Yeah, I'll take your advice. John, but like the other day, when I went hiking, I got charged by an alligator. This thing was fucking big. I got a photo. I got to figure out how to update the new photos and settings here, but I'll show you. He emerged out of the water and chased me down the slough. And he was coming after me, and I was holding a knife, and I was like, come on the bank, and he couldn't get through the brambles there on the side. And he was looking for a way to come at me, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to have the leather belt out of this altercation. And he never came up, so, but he was big. He was about 8 feet long. But I was really excited for that. I wish I would have caught that on recording. All I got is a couple pictures of him as I was just making sure that I was ready, because, you know, you need 2 hands when you try to fight something like that. But it was a lot of fun to see. I wish I would have caught the video for you guys.
Where was this?
Anahuac,
I don't know where that is.
Galveston, Texas.
That is frightening.
What is?
Have you ever seen a video of an alligator, you know, right next to a huge lion, and the alligator is looking at this lion, like trying to calculate whether or not it can actually, you know, make a strike, but that lion is so fierce. It's just amazing seeing like the king of the jungle face a huge alligator and create like a standoff while it's drinking water.
I'm always impressed watching cats deal with snakes, like the quick reflexes that they have dealing with a snake. If you guys haven't seen those videos, it's pretty cool. Because you see the snake and you're thinking like, oh, fuck, this poor little kitten. And cats will fuck a snake up.
You should look up rabbits fucking a snake up, especially mother rabbits. Beating the shit out of a snake. They will fuck a snake up fast. They're fun to watch.
Scarlett, are you away from the computer? Or your phone? Okay. Talk later.
You know, Scarlett is very creative. She's doing like transition music from one room to the next. She's such an auspicious and beautiful hostess.
I think the topics that she comes up with and the spaces she curates are second to none.
How do you view Jordan Peterson's aesthetic style with his suits and his hair plugs and his suntans and his beef eating? Like the man is taking incredible care of himself. I'm just wondering, do people really appreciate his clothing, choices or his style or gravitas or presence?
Sure, he's very stylish. He's a well-grown man. Very handsome guy.
What? 9?
Jordan Peterson, he's an older. I don't know. He's not like that.
Howdy Doody and Gumby combined, and then you threw a suit on him off the rack at Macy's and think somehow he's like handsome. Come on, Nye, I thought you had better taste.
He's not a bad-looking guy. He's kind of zaddy material. He puts himself dresses well in public. He's well-groomed. I'm not saying he's a five-knuckle guy, but he's not.
Have you ever
on the eyes?
Have you ever seen the tour of his home with the art that's everywhere? Have you seen his home?
I have not.
I think he's probably insane. Like anyone that displays the type of art that he has he's probably a genius, but he's also got some lunatic tendencies. I think the art on the wall tells me he's a fucking weirdo. You should look it up.
Yeah.
His kid says,
Oh, shit.
enough to say, hey, maybe this guy is like a fucking crackpot, fucking crazy, and eventually, he's probably going to end up in jail, kind of thing. Like, I'm expecting him to go to jail soon.
Wait, is he with the Daily Wire team or is he with Prager, Jordan Peterson?
Wait, who's going to jail?
I don't think he's with either now. I think they've distanced themselves from him because of some of the controversy surrounding him.
Wait, did you say you think Jordan Peterson is going to jail?
Hell yeah.
It's kind of amazing how he created this whole industry or business really just off of that one conversation where he's talking about pronoun enforcement with that, aggressive liberal Canadian journalist. I mean, you got to give him credit. Like he literally springed off of he's about to lose his position at the university. He resists against pronouns, and in that small little effort, goes forward and creates like $1 billion, communication business basically.
Well, I don't know if I'm not much credit. I don't think he's like crazy smart. I think he's just dumb crazy. But I mean, like his what was it? September, like early summer, September of 2016 becomes really big on the political stage, and you have the idiots going around saying, "Oh, just make your bed and you'll be a successful human being." Like that doesn't but I mean his issues around in his own government. The fact that everything he preaches to everybody on stage, he can't practice in his house. His kids are a fucking nutcase and a half. They make the Osborns look like the Harriets or Leave It to Beaver kind of family. I mean, the guy is just a fucking walking joke, and he's done nothing that is original. He's always taken from somebody else and just like tried to repackage it as if it was some of his own fucking ideas. And this is why he ends up deleting his Patreon accounts and deleting his fund accounts and all this other shit because nobody wants to really get involved with him. So I think he's a joke, and people that quote him or live by him, like fucking idiots that they are, they really are unoriginal themselves. They don't even know where this guy is getting his material from.
Wait, Brad, are you still talking about Jordan Peterson?
The fucking Canadian bitches or with a truck a few times.
Yeah, but they may not know where his information comes from, but at least he's the first person to give them some of it or get them an insight into, a lot of this historical and important information. I mean, it's only because I'm just saying it, he's got his place in the, you could call it like the podcast, Olympus or something.
I hear these bits and not even like actual intelligence. They just quote Jordan Peterson over and over again, and then think somehow that they're smart. It's like they remind me of the Andrew Tate fan club, the Tate boys. That's literally all like you hear from them, and I'm kind of laughing at it because when he goes to jail, and it turns out that he was like fingering his little fucking kids. I'm gonna laugh at all these motherfuckers, and I'm not going to let up. I'm going.
Wait, what are you talking about, Jordan Peterson? He touching kids?
There is a crackpot and a half. He fits that mold.
I'm somewhere in the middle. I think that he's done some really good work in his career, and then I think the things that he's very popular over are very basic things. I think Maps of Meaning is something that I think everyone should read, and then 12 Rules. Like I read it, and there's some good points to be made, but I think we shouldn't organize our society like lobsters. I think some of the stuff he talks about is just dumb. For whatever reason, he's been able to take important ideas and communicate them to people that wouldn't be able to connect with those ideas. He makes good ideas accessible to less intelligent people. So I feel like he's the smart guy for dumb people.
Okay, Monica, this is your big moment. I think honestly, I'm only really trying to have this conversation because you're such a beautiful and intelligent person who has, done a lot of Jordan Peterson rooms on this app. So, Scarlett, tell us about Jordan Peterson and what he means to you.
I think she's in like text mode only.
I don't think she can speak right now, but when she does, we're all in for a treat.
She's doing a bit right now. We haven't figured it out.
Whenever I see a guy with hair plugs, and I'm not knocking you if anybody in this room does have, hair grafts or hair plugs, but I can always detect it right away, just like a wig, when you see that perfectly straight hairline and it just looks like, it's been stitched in. But as a bald man, every time I see somebody with hair plugs, I always question, what kind of person that truly is. Because if it doesn't look good and it looks like, it looks terrible, well, then you're a fool because you might as well be bald. But if it looks, pretty good and it's holding in, and I don't know, I find people that are obsessed with,
John, listen, if somebody's got a challenging hairline, and mine, as I'm aging, is becoming more challenging, you just get a fucking hat. Like, what I do now is I get a skin fade and I wear a fucking ball cap. That's what I do.
Okay, I have a strong opinion on this, and it sounds like a counter opinion, but I actually think that hair plugs on some guys are really great. Like, and I'm talking about the new ones, and I know that there are people who overdo it with like the super straight line. Like, but if you're just adding, like, if you're 32 and you're already, everything's gone or it's going back, that the widow's peaks are going to, problematic territory. I've seen some guys fill it in a little bit with the new style, and if they get a good doctor, it's just adding a little bit extra. I put it on the same, like a hair plug for a guy done well is to me also the same for a really good nose job on a woman. That can just really change something, and it doesn't mean you're going down the whole cosmetic surgery rabbit hole or anything. I don't know. The few guys I know that have gotten them, and these are like early balding, and they're pretty young. I think it really boosted their confidence, and they look pretty good.
I wish I could go bald. I really do. I have like thick fucking hair that will never go away. But I wish I could go bald. It saved me every two and a half, 3 weeks to get a haircut and a shave. What is it? It used to be $20, which was well spent, and then you would leave a tip of another $20, so you spent $40 for the day. It is now $45 just for the haircut without the shave, because thank you fucking COVID. And you no longer get the cup of coffee that you sit down with the barber with. And then I come down to Texas, and everything is ran by Asians, and they are like, oh, do you want your feet done? But they won't give me a fucking shave. I just don't get it. So now I'm really hoping to go bald, and I've done the shave, the head thing, it grew back, and it's thicker now more than ever, so I'm not fucking doing that shit, and I had it bald.
Hey, Brian, just get dreadlocks, Brian. You gotta wear
I had the
Dreadlocks.
braids when I was a kid. I had the fucking braids going down.
Well, I gotta say, as a bald man, not having a barber in my life and being able to shave my head, and do all my beard grooming myself, like, I would hate to have to go to the barber every 2 weeks. What a waste of time.
Well, no, but John, let me explain. So I now do pretty high and tight skin fade, and I still go scissors and scotch downtown Seattle, and you would probably benefit from a place like that more than I do, because I don't even drink alcohol. But you get a glass of scotch in the package, and you get a haircut, and you get a beard trim. They do a really good job at the beard trim. But the other thing is, they'll do and Brad, don't give me too hard of a time on this. They will clean up the nose hairs for me. They'll wax my nose hairs. They'll wax my eyebrows. They'll wax my ears. As you get older, these problems become more prevalent. And so when I get out of there, and you gotta remember, I don't have much hair. Like, I got a skin fade, and then my beard is pretty simple. But it's very well manicured. And when I get out of there with tip and everything, every 2 weeks, it's $125.
Yeah, that's what they're going up to. It's just like, if you want an extra service, like COVID like all these policies fucked everything up. And then I'm not knocking the people that are taking the businesses, but like, you don't even get the services that you used to. And good luck finding a barber that's going to give you the straight razor shave, like the old Italian school ones. I don't mean the ones where they flick out a Bic or a fucking pair of clippers and do your beard. I'm talking, they sit there and do the strap, and then they fucking stroke it across a few times, and then they got that straight razor right around your neck, and you're just sitting there.
Brett, I used to love that experience. When I lived in the Bay, I had a guy that did it at Dog Breath in Dublin, California. I used to go to get my little straight razor shave. And then I started thinking about it more, and I was thinking, what if the person that got shaved before me with the same razor, what if they had hepatitis or something like that? And I know that you can clean these razors, but like, if you knew that they had hepatitis, wouldn't that make you feel a little gross?
Yeah, I never thought of that. Doing it, but I also know that they put it in that, like, the blue gel or whatever, they put it in something, and then most of the barbers will just, like, spear it down, because you have to heat that up so it's not, like, hot steam on it, because you're not just putting a cold blade to your shoulder, your skin. And they've already, like, removed the infections from it. I mean, you're also talking to a guy who cauterized his own wounds when he cut his leg out in the field. I stitched up my own stuff, and I just poured whiskey over it, and that was about the first aid kit that I did. I just took a hot iron and just melted it together.
Well, listen, I like, the more you overthink these things, you can like change your behaviors. And I'm to the point where I'm ruined even in restaurants. Like, for example, once I started thinking about like all of the gross people that have put forks and spoons in their mouth at a restaurant, I'm like, oh fuck, I don't want to like eat off of the silverware at a restaurant anymore. And so now like it shapes the way that I order. I'll actually order things that are finger food because I would rather pick up the food with my hand than put one of their filthy fucking forks in my mouth.
You guys do know, like, you're not gonna die from it. I mean, maybe there's a couple diseases out there. If I fed you like foxglove, yeah, I guess you'd die. I mean, you'd have cardiac arrest, or if I gave you the pot plant, I mean, I could throw that on there, and it's like the perfect killer because you're gonna die for at least 8 hours. Then you'll have like a stroke, a seizure, and a fucking heart attack all at once. But I mean, it's just silverware. Like, you go.
All right. Listen, next time you're in a restaurant, look around. Just look at all of the people, specifically people that have like MAGA hats on, right? And like bib overalls, and just think to yourself, the hygiene that's going on in their mouth and how those forks are entering their mouth. And then when you come back a few days later, you might get the same fork that they had.
So let me tell you something. I'll eat fruit that I pick off of trees. I forage. I'll grab berries. I'm fully well aware that there's probably a dog or a deer or a buck or a bird that'll probably have shit or piss on at one point on those plants. So I'll be eating that. Let's take a look. The rodents. Most rodents, especially like squirrels, hamsters, and all that stuff, they rub like urine on their paws so that they can pick up the smell of the trail where they were going so they don't get lost. This is how your mice and little rats do it. And so, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just like, you know what? If it's not going to kill me, I'm not really concerned about it at this time. I mean, you walk.
It's not about whether you die or not. It's the psychological. Like, I want you to next time. I just want you to think about it and see if it ruins it for you the same way that it's ruined it for me. Go find disgusting people in a restaurant and watch them put a fork in their mouth, and then think to yourself how many times you've eaten in that restaurant, and just think that what are the odds you're gonna put the fork in your mouth that went into their mouth.
And God knows the dishwasher works high as fuck.
I worked in the food service industry as a server for about 10 years. And you might be surprised at the number of people who feel the same way Mojo does, and they would bring their own silverware to eat. And also, Brad, to your point, when I was in college, I had a professor who bragged about eating roadkill sandwiches. So, yeah.
Yeah, I won't I won't do that shit. I mean, that's a little bit excessive, unless I was to hit it. Like, if I hit a moose on the road, and I'd look over and I'd be like, is the bladder broken? Is the bowels broken? No. All right, well, then I'm fucking taking this fucker home. And we're going to have venison. I mean, or whatever.
I think there's a high correlation between people who don't use silverware at restaurants and also don't get experimental Pfizer, Moderna, J&J vaccines.
That's a good one. I gotta ask Scott Jones a question. Scott, do you think you can come by and join, perhaps even co-mod in the rational discussion group?
I cannot leave Gary, dude.
Well, hold on. We need a Trump impression on our stage. We're missing that right now. We don't have somebody that can impersonate Trump.
I know. I cannot leave Gary, buddy.
Well, let me tell you the benefits that we offer. We have chat remaining open. You don't have to download the Facebook, and not only that, we're the fastest growing house on all of Clubhouse. Don't you want to be part of something that's growing?
I love it. And Serendipity said she'll dance on a pole for you, so there you go.
Hush your mouth. There's no thing.
Scott, here's the main selling point. We actually have attractive women in our house.
That is, that's moving the needle. Forgive this, not to, no pun intended.
What if you double dipped? Because we start our rooms at 150 and he does doesn't start until 1:55. What if you spent your first 5 minutes with us?
That's how you get AIDS.
I hear that Roger's making the most fantastic. Okay, Roger, let me tell you something about global warming. Okay, the only warming is caused by the illegals. Okay, when they barbecue the dogs and the cats, that cause the only heating up is caused by the eating of the dogs and the cats. Okay, we love that.
I don't know how to find that clappy emoji, but if I could, that's the one I would use.
I'm going to ask Scott. Did you write that joke yourself, or did you steal it? That is great.
This is something original I came up with. This is stuff I did. You can just do what you think.
Well, that's why we need you, because you are quick on your feet, man.
Scott, can you at least do this the next time you're in the critical thinking forum? Can you at least give a mention of the rational discussion?
I might do that.
Like maybe make it a habit of just going, and you can even be playful and you can talk about how the critical thinking forum. Yeah, you can. Well, I'd love for you to say how the critical thinking forum is a more elevated room, and that if people are interested in lowbrow content, there's an alternative, or maybe you could just say some very disparaging remarks about the rational discussion group.
I might do that.
I would welcome that.
Ron, you only text you something right now, so just keep your advice.
Yeah. It sounds dirty, but it's open.
This is an illustrious stage.
It is. I'm telling you, Scott. We have the ladies. We have Nye. We have Dippity. We have Paige. We have Shirley. We have Scarlett. We have Beth. I haven't seen Beth on the stage in a minute. We have Kristen, who is definitely growing on me. We've got them all. We have ladies in here. Why are you in rooms where it's like men that are over the age of 70?
And Merrill's.
And listen, if I had to critique that room, it's like 15 minutes of just like the most boring shit. And then after that, then it's like, now we're going to go to Monsef. It's like, it's, you can't possibly find that entertaining, Scott.
People love that. It's a hot room.
Monsef?
Mindset.
I love Monsef.
I think people just don't have access to rooms.
And now we hand the mic to Monsef.
I thought you were a Gary fan. You're always very respectful of Gary.
I like Gary, but there was a rift. There's a disturbance in the forest. Anson Burlingame doesn't feel comfortable anymore in there. And so Anson helps to lead our discussions in the rational discussion group.
I find Anson very true.
I think Anson is a national treasure. He's like the grandfather that you wish you had. And when Anson and Shirley are on the stage, I feel like we're tapping into the classiest people on all of the app.
Gary Baumgarten has a YouTube channel, and it's from like 15, 17 years ago, and it's amazing because it's like recorded on an old Windows. He's screen recording his broadcasts, but I think people like it because it's like, it feels like a news broadcast on Clownhouse. And I think even by turning the chat off, restricting that feature, really forces you into that conversation. So, I mean, I know...
Yeah, you have to sit through 15 minutes of Monsef.
Scott, you should definitely come to this room, 5 minutes, 10 minutes prior, or moderate discourse, and help warm the room up, and then quickly jump back to Gary's room.
Well, I will say it's becoming the hottest room on all of Clubhouse. It's the fastest growing house, the Rational Discussion Group. In fact, after the second room, it's got over 600 people. 600 people after
Why don't you pin the link to the room so everybody can join it right now? And then after you join it, go into the house and then click invite people, because yesterday I was inviting people to that house, and all of you right now can also invite your closest friends and contacts to that room or to that house.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I think what I'm going to try to do is get Meryl to come over to the rational discussion group. I think she was exiled by Gary. There's a growing group of people that were exiled. We need to bring Howard, who is like I think Howard was the heart and soul of the critical thinking forum, and ever since he's been demodded, I think that it's really gone down the shitter. And why is there no chat? Why do you have to download Facebook? There's a chat feature right here in this app. It makes no sense.
Can you tell me again how it's the fastest growing house on Clubhouse?
Yeah, it's the fastest growing. And, in only 2 shows, we got over 600 people. Huge. You will see. It takes a while. You got to build up the consistency. The other thing is the discipline, right? Gary's pretty good. He shows up. He opens the room at 1:55, and he starts the room. The content starts at 2:00 Pacific time, and so I start my rooms with Ants Burlingame and Moose. Moose also mods in there because he knows it's the superior room. And we opened the room at 1:50. We opened 5 minutes earlier than Gary opens.
All right, I think Gary do that chat like that because it's like a continuous thing. Like it's like once you're in the room, the chat is gone. I think like one podcast, chat into like some ticket TV. I don't think there's no way we're going back and forth to Facebook to that. I think that's great. It makes kind of sense.
What are the lowlights of going into Gary's room? Is it like for me? It's the Mom Seth thing, but for others it might be somebody else. Oh, David Garcia, that guy. Like if you heard David Garcia in like season 1 of Clubhouse, then you've heard David Garcia in every season of Clubhouse. Like David Garcia might be the most repetitive person on the history of Clubhouse.
Todd, are you here?
I think I know who you're talking about. Is this the dude with the deep voice and the commanding authority?
Yeah, and he's always talking about the average American doesn't have $1,000 for a single emergency. That's his line. He's been saying. Him and Aram Fisher have been saying those things. They've been repeating that line for 4 years. It's like they're.
Aram, you mean the guy who discovered that he was Jewish descent only October 8th on Clubhouse?
That's not true.
That's not true, Brad. No.
Okay, I'm going to interrupt. Our friend Scott has a podcast that he runs on Facebook. Go over to Facebook, start, watching listening to his podcast.
Shirley, we're all too young for Facebook.
Well, I know, but some of us aren't. But if you support him on Facebook,
Shirley, you plugging Facebook is exactly the reason why nobody's gonna fucking go over there. It's a demographic thing. It's a demographic thing. Look,
I understand. I am plugging Scott.
So Scott has an open invitation to show up to the Rational Discussion Group every day, weekdays, at 5:00 Eastern, and he can come in and he can bring his terrible Trump impersonations to our space anytime he wants. We will welcome them.
Anson hates that. He hates it. He hates Scott.
I don't think he hates him. I don't
Well,
think
it's an impression of Trump, maybe.
Well, it is the worst impression of Trump that anyone's ever heard in their life. But we do like Scott. Do you think ideas about a topic that they haven't done a lot of research on. Does anybody think that that's good entertainment?
No. Not at all. If
And
I
then
go
they
there now, sorry.
Well, and then they don't allow pushback either. Like, you have people that'll get up there and they'll make the claim that ICE agents are getting paid a commission for every deportee they have, and they make these claims, and then you're not even allowed to like push back. And where's Gary? Where's his journalistic integrity to say, hey, that's not true?
I mean, I'm neutral. Gary runs his room when he wants to do it, as we all do. But I do notice that the conservatives get very undone by Gary. I find that interesting, so I go there sometimes for that dynamic to unfold live. It's fascinating.
It's because Gary sits there and spews dumb shit, usually incorrect shit about conservatives. So when the conservatives say something like a captain or some other one that comes up on stage, or even someone in the middle of the road like Roger, you have Gary do this stuttering fucking old monkey man fucking bullshit that he does, spewing it, and then he raises his voice and thinking somehow or another he's the voice of reason and imperial facts, and in that he's mostly wrong. And anybody that has TDS, he's a clear example of that. He keeps going on. He's anything anti-Trump and Republicans while screaming he's independent, which anyone with like fucking 2 seconds of listening to him will realize that he's not. And he's just as bad as Merrill. Both are screeching fat old hoes that should have probably been dead a long time ago. Too bad COVID didn't take them.
Yikes. I mean, it's just a room. It's not that like it's just, they, like Jane said, they run it the way they want to run it. And I think some people like that rather than talking over people, it's just, everyone gets their opportunity to say their thing. I think they come on once a day for that. And I think they also, chat with each other on Facebook. And it's a thing that's been going on for a while. I think it's sweet, you're going to hear people's perspectives. And, if it leans one way or the other, I don't really care about it.
Hey, hon.
But he doesn't cut off everybody.
Okay, Brett, I'm talking. I'm backing you up,
Okay, so
Brett.
you interrupted me to just say you're talking?
Yes, I Okay.
Dane, I don't need the fat, obese, fucking blue-haired twit. The
Hey,
fucking
but
man.
be nice. Be
I don't
nice.
have to
Not
be
me.
nice.
Not me,
Okay,
Dad.
I'm talking at the same time. I'm talking.
Christ. I don't care if you're talking. You cut me
Well,
off.
now I'm going to talk.
Somehow thinking, I'm talking, then you scroll me
Call
like you're
I want to hear what Shirley has to
I
say.
don't give a fuck what you have to.
It's Miss Shirley.
I'm confused.
Jesus.
Okay, you're being a little wackadoodle. Okay, I was gonna say, even though
Hey,
Brad
I'm
has a
talking. You
harsh,
should just be shush. You like how that feels?
hey, hon, what I
Don't
was
hug me.
saying.
I'm not your fucking son. I'm not your fucking husband. We wouldn't be married. Don't fucking hug me.
Okay, I'm gonna finish my sentence.
Move him
What
out.
I was going to say was, even though Brad has a harsh way of saying things, he absolutely does describe what Gary does. He brings up, for instance, me. I give my opinion. He puts me in the goo, and then he talks down to me like I'm a retarded grandmother. And it's not nice. Okay, there was what I was gonna say.
Yeah, no, I totally understand if that's your experience. I haven't seen that, so I'm sorry.
Brad, do you think that? Oh, go ahead, Jay.
Pardon me, John. Pete, would you do me a favor real quick and let everybody know that I don't have blue hair. Brad has miscast me on this app for 4 years. I'm kind of tired
You
of
could
it.
be a man for all I care. You think I give a damn?
You
No, I
absolutely
don't.
don't have blue hair, and you're very lovely.
Okay, so she's a fat white woman who hides her feelings in Oreos
I
and
don't
French
get
cake. And
this.
they cry.
What is
I'm a lifeguard, Brad. I'm a lifeguard.
I get it. You're a life coach. I don't really fucking care.
A lifeguard, schmuck.
Oh,
You know,
wait, are you
I
the one
really
that...
don't get
Hold on. I don't know what's happening. Hold on, everyone. What's going on here?
Not a life coach, idiot.
Let's
I did text you, by the way, Raj.
hold on. We could get along. Look, this is not one of those spaces where everybody just disagrees for disagreeable's sake. Let's be nice to each other. Let's talk about it. I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking, and then I had to go by the Jared complete fucking lady, and then I had fucking Shamu, who is more of an orca than a fucking actual
Stop
human
it,
being.
Brad.
Yeah, this is fun. But no one even said or did anything to you today. I don't get this.
Your blood pressure is getting low.
Yeah, you seem a little off.
Come here, I got some
Call
whiskey
your mom.
for you, my sandwich. Here.
You know,
Real
sometimes
men know how to control their anger, Brad. Real men know how to control their anger.
Yeah, instead of faggot fucking pussies that live in Canada and make perfume and then somehow think
You
they're
just
men.
showed your weakness.
I don't give a shit. Again, a lot of you should have been aborted. I really do. A lot of you COVID should have taken care of. Too bad you guys didn't die. Like a Jane, you should have been fucking, I don't know, passed out. I mean, dude, Canada, no one gives a fuck what you have to say, dude.
Calm down, Brad.
Brad, why are you being so mean today?
Well, let's all take the deepest breath of the day because you are in the muff. Don't forget your environment. What do you smell when you're in the muff?
Everybody's got super feelings that you need to be cuddled with a fucking teddy bear and a fucking puppy and kitten because God forbid rainbows and Skittles don't fall in their fucking laps. Fucking morons. Like, holy shit. Who gives a... Gary's a fucking old twat who has...
Thank you so much.
A lot more peaceful.
Yeah, Brad. You sound better on mute. And Brad, you need to get some sex. I told you this before.
Hey,
You
porn.
won't
I think Brad, ladies, did y'all move Brad?
You know, Point, you're a real jerk, Point. You're coming in. No, you should kick Point from the room. Point is a Jew-hating, racist bigot. Point, are you in the bunker in Tel Aviv rubbing your booty with an IDF soldier right now, Point? You racist, Point. You're a racist bigot and a Jew hater. All the Jew hate rooms you go into, how many days are you going to go into Amir's room and other Jew hate rooms and spew your Jew hate, Point? You're sick, Point. You need to go see a psychiatrist or something, Point, and tell him about your Jew hate and why you hate the Jews so much, Point.
Move down. Which twat waffle? Which fucking cow stained fucking cow moved me down? Oh, it must have been Monica, Beth, Kristen. Which one were you? Lopez? I mean, what? Are we talking about? Oh, really? Again, I guess the heffalumps have a fucking problem, right? You want me to call out your feelings? On it, you got the Jane. Jane, when's the last time you saw a vagina or a dick in your life? Like, nobody is coming there. I mean, you're a cat lady in a rocking chair that's just waiting to get
What's
died.
interesting, Brad, is the only time I hear you let me say something.
No, I don't have to let you be creative.
The only time that I hear you be creative,
You don't have AIDS.
like that's when you try to be creative in this world is what sort of creative insult.
So it's
funny because that's the only
allows people with AIDS to fucking kick in his fucking nut.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, no white-on-white violence in the muff, please. No white-on-white violence in the muff.
I think people just come here for the dopamine every morning.
There are so many rooms that do this, so if you guys want to do that, that'd be great. But please don't do that here.
Hey, Nat, stay
I
out
would
of
like to
it,
make this clear. I did not move you, Brad. Okay, it was not moved. Thank you.
Hold on,
Right,
Kima, what was that?
I was going to stay out of white folks' business today. I said I'm going to be the spook out the door. I'm going to stay out of it, but y'all leave Brad alone, okay? Leave.
I can go through the stage. We can go through and pack one up. You got a fucking crazy cat fucking lady down there that's like, oh, I'm just somebody. I hate Trump. I'm just a fat cow who looks like I have herpes for her face.
No,
Like,
Brad,
I mean, there you got Jane. Look, who's next? Who wants it? You want the fucking faggot from Canada? Or how about Scott? You want me to go on Scott, the creepy fucking minister that's talking about sex all day long? Do you want me to go
Brad, for you. Wait a minute, Brad.
We're not doing that,
Let's
Brad.
not attack the ladies too hard. I am pro-woman, so let's not attack the ladies too hard. But I gotta
Do
say
you want me to leave dude alone, the Canadian cuck?
But if y'all give Brad a hard time, ladies, he's got the right to kind of pop to snap back. Okay, so
I agree. My mic is open. It's fine.
Yeah, we know you're always open, and the problem is no one's putting that fucking hole closed. Like, no one is
my nudes. Yeah, Brad, stop. Get out of my back channels and don't ask me for nudes again. Have some respect. Have some respect and decency.
Yeah, I doubt anybody's asking for nudes from you. I bet you're trying to give them away for free, and people are like,
You
yeah,
guys
I'll pass.
stop. What are you doing? What are you
Yeah,
doing?
stay in my back channels, Brad. You sound like you're backed up sexually.
Point
Yeah,
what?
You're the one that keeps trying to put Valentine's Day cards to fucking nursery schools. Like, you sound like one of those guys.
So let me get
Some
this
people
straight.
are just addicted to anger.
So let me get this straight.
And then here you go, you got the Canadian cuckold
Brad,
out here.
hold
He's
on,
going to
hold
sit
on.
there and try to act like a tough guy,
Brad,
when reality is 120-pound fucking herpes-syphilis fuck.
Yeah. So
Why
Let
are
me
you
get-
muting me? First off, I was talking. Why is your fat ass muting me? You can't even obey your own fucking rules? Like, what is the problem? Do we need to roll...
okay.
We need to roll you in flour and find the wet spot? Is that the fucking problem?
We need
Hold
to
on,
know.
Brad. Hold on, Michael.
Wait. I was talking and the cunt state actually fucking interjected.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
so
muted, and then
what-
she was probably the one that moved me down
Oh,
and
well,
all that
we
shit.
can do this all day long.
I can do this all day. Oh, you know why? 'Cause I have the day off. My meeting schedule's clear. I can
Hold
play
on,
this
Brad.
thing.
One of the rules of the house, Brad, don't interrupt the mods. So one Michael and Kristen, please, sir.
So I was just wondering if that was something that we're going to do today. Yeah, so what happened was Shirley and Brad started talking at the same time. And then there was like some kind of to-do about who talked first. And those things kind of happened, and then you got angry, and then you said some really unkind things about Shirley. And that's not going to happen. Especially
What, the mummified dust queen who, like, literally should have fucking just, like,
It
passed
didn't
off
hurt
like
you.
Golden Girls? I don't give a fuck.
She
I
didn't
don't give a fuck. So wait, I have to be kind to a fucking racist, bigoted old fucking dust mop. But somehow or another, she can cut off and go, I'm speaking and talk down, and I'm supposed to somehow add that. No, fuck that. I would have slapped her back like she should have been.
Let me explain to you what happened.
One mic.
I don't want you to explain what happened. I don't give a fuck what your opinion is on what happened. I know what happened. I was there. You want to run your fucking life.
Get rid of him.
Or get rid of Jane. Like, she should have been aborted. She's pro-abortion. Run her over. Rape her, dump her in the fucking river. I don't give a fuck. Jesus Christ.
We're calling our son Brad right now. Hold on.
No, we are not. No. Brad. Oh, Lord. I think I'm going to take Roger's advice. I know he said take your own silverware, but I think I'm going to walk through the restaurant I'm about to go to and lick everybody's silverware.
Yeah.
And continue to eat off of it.
Down Patrol starts with Celsius. Health is wealth, baby.
Just try out your silverware.
Well, I got a question for the mods for Nye up there. What do you think about Point? Why does this Jew hater white guy who pretends to be a black woman on this app get a pass? Look at that PTR. Do you think it's cool that he uses a white guy who is, you know, a trans Free Palestine activist? Do you think it's cool that Point uses the photo of a black woman?
John, please.
I'm just asking. Do you think it's cool? I don't think it's cool.
No, I don't. No, I've experienced Point in other spaces. I've been told that Point is either a method actor or a troll. We're not sure. I know Point is a character, like many of us on social media, especially this app. So, yeah, this is a mild version of Point. I've not heard Point spewing any anti-Semitic rhetoric in other rooms. I've not heard it. I'm not, defending Point in any way, but I'm used to Point's. I've gotten used to Point's shenanigans.
Just ask Point, her or his opinions on Free Palestine, and you'll get exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm asking you, it's probably a white guy who is a homosexual who's using the photo of a black woman. How does it make you feel as a black woman knowing that a white gay guy is, essentially LARPing and co-opting your identity?
Why do you have on a yellow scarf, John? Why do you have on a yellow?
Why do you have on a blackface? Why are you doing blackface?
Wait, Point, if you are a white gay guy, why are you using a black woman's PTR to troll people on social media. Inquire.
So you listen to John formulate a question to me? That would
No, I'm just asking.
I don't know, John. You're asking stupid shit based on a guy with a yellow scarf on his head who gets no ass from women. And then Brad is in my back channels asking for nudes. So what kind of show are you running here?
Why are you doing blackface
That I would
porn?
be in your back channel asking for views would be the same likelihood that I would take Monica's head on any fucking stage. Like the idea that I would take the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and wrap it up in fucking chocolate, that's Monica for you. Nor do I give a fuck what Kristen thinks, nor do I give a fuck what the Jerry fucking Shirley does. I don't give a fuck what dude, and I sure as hell know Jane looks like a dog's ass shaved and taught to walk backwards. That we know she looks like, because I can see her fucking PTR from here. So like again, you guys want to come? Let's go. Let's play. Stop playing this fucking game all day long.
Okay, wait. Pause. We have one crisis. We're working on one crisis at a time, Brad. Crisis number 1. Point. Are you a white gay man cosplaying as a black woman, or
It's
are you
a white guy that's that's been doing this for years.
Somebody in the chat said you're actually a black dude. So which is it?
One mic on point. What's wrong? Okay, thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm a model and a TV actress. And, I'm on a lot of TV shows, and I know you people are jealous because I'm on TV. And you're not, then, Brad. You need to stay out of my back channels asking for nudes. Just because I'm on TV doesn't mean you can ask me for nudes. Have some decorum, right? And the guy with the yellow scarf? I don't even know you, you stupid ass.
Hey, stupid ass. Take your blackface and your fucking anti-Jew, your Jew hate rhetoric.
Why do you talk like that?
Because why do you talk like this? You're doing the same thing that I'm doing, and we're both white guys. I'm just not gay. You're gay, and you're doing blackface. You're culturally appropriating blackface. It's racist. You're a racist.
Hold on. So we have now established that Point is a guy. Race doesn't matter, but Point, I think you've given yourself away. You are a male, black or white, I'm not sure. I'm not sure I actually care. But
so what do you think on Clubhouse? It's a free app. That's why you're on it. But you're a loser. The loser on a free app. Trying to say the word. You're not a judge. You're not judging.
You're projecting. Projection alert. Projection alert. Projection alert. You're projecting. You're projecting. You're not black. You're a white guy who's gay, and you're co-opting a black woman. It's racist. It's sexist. It's bigoted. And I'm not transphobic. I'm not transphobic. Stop it.
Thank you.
Stop accusing me of being transphobic.
I muted everyone so we can have some
Thank you.
So, quell the chaos, please. Just
Let me say this. It's
nobody interrupt Hakima. That's one of the rules of the house. Go ahead, King.
Now, it's just fascinating to hear John and Point talk at the same time. For years, I thought that John was Point, and I'm still not sure. I think he might be talented enough to pull them both off at the same time. I'm still not sure. But
is this why you were accusing me of being a closet racist? I'm not a closet racist. I'm a closet trans.
You see, one of the things that I like about In the Muff is that this room is one of the few rooms on this app that attracts a cast of characters. And whether we agree with these people and their points of view and like them or not, I find them quite entertaining. And then y'all boot them off the stage. So I am not going to get involved because I don't want no.
Yeah, no, it's just a fat heffalump there. You got Ann who's showing her pussy to more guys on this app than anybody else on fucking even OnlyFans. You've got, let's see, who else is up there?
No, we're not going to be nice.
Oh yeah, I can be.
And you can get rid of them. Do that now. Hold on, ladies. Can I just say something to my fellow co-females? Can we not have a stage full of like-minded, liberal, progressive weirdos, please? Can we have diverse speakers and diverse thoughts and diverse ideas and provocative?
Hold on a second. Who threw down Brad? Because he went to the audience, and I don't want So
So we got rid of John and we got rid of Brad. No, John's back. Okay.
you got rid of John and Brad?
No, I didn't get rid of anybody. I thought I saw John and Brad were moved, but I see John is back.
Yeah, I'm up
I
here.
didn't move them. I'm not gonna call out any. I'm not gonna call out. Put a spotlight on any mod and say who did this.
You got
who did
James'
that.
friend there, Christian, and you got probably Beth or maybe Ann.
I have no friends other than Scott Jones.
Yeah, I know. I wish you would still take that rope and just.
No
I
friends
think you
with
should do that.
Scott Jones.
Then it would save the world a fucking climate change problem.
So
We get rid of that carbon dioxide off of you.
Why are
We'd be great.
Suggesting I commit suicide?
No, but not here.
So again, Eddie
I
got
wonder
Kristen with her fucking like giddy
They're
laugh. And again, I mean, we could go through this. I can play this game all day long. Like I've got 4 years of material here. Who are you gonna do? You're gonna bring Necro up and try to defend you? That guy is a simp for fucking every woman who's been trying to go through.
Keep
Well,
on.
I've been doing one mic, except you can't get the fat
I know.
headphones off of
We
there.
can't, and then we can't continue. So
Yeah, we can't continue because you keep opening your mouth.
that Brad
Brad,
can't
Brad,
think or respect other people unless they are.
Okay, I don't have to respect you. I don't
So,
really give a fuck what you say sometimes.
Read the rules, Kristen. Read the rules. I think we need a rules reading.
And I don't have to respect you either, Brad. So
There you
But
go.
I-
All right, then shut the fuck up. Why you keep talking at me? Or about because you have a problem. So here you go. Nobody is going to slap the thigh and ride the wave in. I am not. I'm not interested.
Okay, let's do a room reset. Yeah, go ahead, Kristen. Let's just kind of move on. Go ahead, Kristen.
a minute, I do want to say this. So the fact that you've attacked everybody, you've it's not just me. You've attacked everybody, and for some reason you think that's okay, and that's just not okay. I really like
Or
what you have
what?
to
Or what?
contribute.
You had no problem throwing my name out of your fucking mouth, but now you want to cry victim? Fuck you. Fuck the whore that you fucking want to be. I don't really give a shit about your feelings.
Okay.
And just shut the fuck up about my name.
Wait,
You
hold
kind
on.
of sound a little
Hold on,
triggered
Brad.
right now, Brad.
Brad, can I just say, Brad, please, Brad.
Brad sounds triggered.
Respectfully, I mean this respectfully. I want no smoke or beef with Brad. Brad,
Yeah, me either.
do you think that maybe as a man, a very masculine alpha male, that it's not a good look to argue with?
I'm back to wife beating, man. I think we should just like be able to knock women's teeth down their throats and then just slap it in. Like, let's bring it back.
Jesus Christ, Brad.
We need to smoke it, Jay.
Oh my God.
It's okay that you
Somebody
think that.
might need to come
I
into
know how to-
John's Zen today and read some Zen.
Brad, where are the bodies?
I don't need to worry about Zen. What I need to do is I don't need fat fucking little wannabe.
Yeah. So one of the rules of the room is that we don't threaten violence.
Where are the bodies buried, Brad?
I think Brad.
Just never threaten me.
I think
ever.
Brad
Over
really.
years.
I think Brad really goes high on the dopamine. I don't know. See, this is the funny thing is, if you're going to accuse people of being performative actors, and not consider that what Brad is doing is performative art and it's literal, he's got you. Like, that's gaslighting. But
look at Point.
That's true.
Look at Point. Point is a white guy who pretends to be a black woman and says all kinds of horrible things all the time. Why do you do that, Point? And if you're a black woman, don't you find this insulting?
John,
I'm calling the police. Operator, can you send the police over here? Brad is on meth again. And the other guy with the yellow headscarf, the little bitch named John, is asking me for nudes. Asking me for nudes in my back channels. Yep.
The
I
face
never
of your
called
voice
you-
came out when you said bitch.
Point, what was it like being in the bunker?
Why does your fat ass sit there and Monica, the two of you, the two biggest cum stains and wrecks on this fucking app? You couldn't even pay prisoners after a life sentence to come fuck either of you. So why are you shut the fuck up and follow your own rules? I don't give a fuck. You keep moving people down or out of the rooms because they offend you, and you're fucking mindless, midwit, fucking low-level IQ. You're retarded. Like, you get that. You're fucking a retarded fucking person. You had very little to say, and you think somehow you laugh and you giggle that somehow you're adding to the conversation. You're like salt on salted pork. It's not going to do anything better. Except you are the fucking pig.
Like, again, you and Monica are the same. Just fat cows that want attention, and the only place you can get it is in Clubhouse. Because you go to Twitter Spaces, you get packed up in shit. You get packed up.
Are we in chillism or the muff? I'm not sure.
Hey, you know what? If they want to open their mouths and come, and then they want to act like they're the victims, I'm going to make them the victims. I'm going to make them the bitches they are. The little cunts that they want to be, they can get.
I want to know who keeps on breaking.
And Monica, keep muting and keep fucking moving me down. You guys have no problem fucking running your flapping your fucking tongue like a gun.
Threaten people and
I didn't threaten anybody, bitch. But I'll tell you what, here's what I can do. I can say this every time you speak. I'm just gonna go, Jesus Christ, this is a house.
Wow, it sounds like the teacher left the room and everybody's acting off.
Yeah, I called the police. They'll be here in 3 minutes. 3 minutes, the police will be here. I called them.
You're so annoying, Point, honestly.
Where's Roger? Roger's not here. I'm in the top. Okay, y'all bring this bullshit to order because every time y'all start talking, I'm going to play the Game of Thrones theme. Okay? House Brad, House Scarlet, House Kristen, House Shirley, House Nine, the Queen of the Dragons. Let's bring this to order until the King, Roger Mojo, returns to his house.
Yeah, can we have a regular topic? I don't know how we got this far off well, but...
You know how we got here.
Akima, no, I literally was brushing my teeth and I came back.
Welcome, Jane, to the Brad Show.
Because we have fat, fucking crusty women whose fucking vaginas, or I should say collection boxes, have more cobwebs than they've seen fucking dick. They haven't been fucking moist in 50 fucking years, except for Anne's. Like, hers is all over Clubhouse. So the rest of them, I mean, and we all know what that unshaped beaver looks like.
Okay, let's not talk about Anne's vagina, please. Anne.
Again, I can play this game because the tit for tat that like your heffalumps wanted to gain up on and try to like throw someone there because it's Shirley, then it's like fucking really.
Okay, hold on. One mic on
I would
Kristen,
love
please.
to have your
One mic on Kristen. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, here you go, heffalump. Please give us your pearl of wisdom.
KK, so Brad is having a crash out, and it would be awesome to have your assistance.
I am not his mom, so why are you not, as a female, talking to him and trying to find a resolution? Why am I like, no, I'm not Brad's.
Yeah, she's just his internet girlfriend. What do you want her to do?
Says the guy who goes around calling women whores, whose wife is going to Africa for 6 months on a missionary fucking effort, who's going to come back wider than the Grand Canyon. Like, come on. Look at I've got all of it right here.
Big black dick?
She's going to get a lot of dick. Missionary is 69. She's going to come back wider. And then
didn't you get a jungle one? And now you're trying to get a new one?
Can you share with me what has been problematic or what was in the...
I don't think we have to replay it, KK.
Okay, well, I'm
Go ahead, then. Since you wanted to bring her in, go ahead, Kristen. Go on, tell her.
Brad, I can't speak over you, sir. It's too early, all right? I'm sorry. I'm asking because obviously it was a concern because another female brought me into it. I just entered the room, so why would I be telling Brad what to do when I have no idea what is going on? But if you don't want to have that conversation, that's fine. But going forward, if there's an issue with Brad, would you be so kind not to immediately, ask me to check him, save him, or whatever? Thank you.
Yeah, Brad's wife is getting banged by Africans again.
Yeah, I did. And I had 2 kids from them. So there you go, Point.
My wife is getting banged by Africans? My wife. Oh, so
that's what they said. Yeah, Brad. That's what they said. That's what everyone was told me.
My wife.
Yeah, everyone in the club told me.
Look at this reading.
What?
I just muted the entire stage because everybody's talking over each other and arguing and centering Brad. I just wish, we could just find another topic, stop arguing. If y'all got beef with Brad, Brad's got beef with the ladies, can y'all please open up another room and just have at it?
I would just like to reiterate that I believe that Clown House is actually a barbecue party. And so the awesome thing about roasting an entire room is you also roast yourself. But, thank you, Brad, because I think you're one of the greatest pot stirrers and, performative artists on this app. And the fact that you can draw in so many people into this emotional tornado. I think that it speaks volumes for your strength and capacity for stirring the pot and making a great barbecue party.
I think Brad gives meth a bad name. Meth.
My God. The way that you can switch between both voices on both profiles is amazing.
That's not me. That's not me. I'm not a gay. I'm not a white gay guy. I'm a gay. Wait a minute. I'm a heterosexual white conservative male.
Let's settle this right now. Point and Brad and John, come off the mic and say something at the same time. Let's see.
Why do I need to say anything at all?
No, I didn't mean Brad. Not Brad. I didn't mean Brad. I mean John.
Listen, I will whistle Mozart. While Point sings to you Free Palestine.
You better ask Keegan because, again, Keegan's the cock in the back.
Okay, Point. Wait, hold on.
Revelation.
No, I now want to hear from Point. Point, you go now. No, I want
Point is live streaming my YouTube channel into the phone. You little freak show, Point.
See, did you hear the reverberation? That means you have another sound, and it's the sound is messing it up.
Oh, wow. Point can actually whistle.
Wait, Point and John are the same person?
Yes.
No, we are not. Listen, you can go to my YouTube live right now, you schmucks. You can look at my bald head on YouTube and you can determine whether or not I am this gay white guy pretending to be a black female preaching Free Palestine all the time, you schmucks.
Yeah, I heard it. What I call Clubhouse is at the barbecue, just trying to switch the conversation a little bit lighter, please. I call Clubhouse Las Vegas at like 2 a.m. Everyone gets in the exact same elevator. People come
But
in
you know
and
what you
out.
came here for.
But you already know, it's Las Vegas at 2 a.m. So you're going to get all different levelness and fucked upness. And then you just have to tolerate each other until you decide to actually leave the elevator. So that's how I describe it.
Yeah, KK, we've already done in 2021 the Vegas trip in February. Yeah, you don't want to get in that elevator with Clubhouse meetups.
Yeah, business in Vegas is down 40%. Business in Vegas is down 40%. And Brad's down on my back channel was asking me for nudes, you little freak.
No, John, nobody gives a shit. I get it. You can't figure out what you are. You're standing on Instagram.
Definitely don't call me John, Brad. That is Point. That is a gay black man who is preaching or a gay white man who's pretending to be a black woman preaching Free Palestine all the time.
Then tell us who it is then.
How the fuck do I know who random people are on the internet, Brad? Yeah, I've recorded Point a lot. Listen, go to my YouTube right now. You can confirm it's not me.
I know. I've heard you, and you actually record a lot of Point, which is just you. It's yourself.
I don't think you understand, Brad. I have 15 phones pointing at my face right now. Go to my YouTube, and as I'm talking, we can get Point off of his mic, and you can confirm that this bald dome talking to you through a phone is not Point.
We saw that last night, and you were saying some guy was a sexual predator against children, which was really disturbing, even if it's true or not.
What?
Without any, come on, don't act new.
Don't act new. What are you talking about?
Monica,
she's talking about that room from yesterday where Normal came in and gave us a little play-by-play.
Yeah.
And Mojo was asking you why you didn't have any receipts, why you weren't recording that room.
Because I'm in the Mojo experience. You know what the greatest response is to all of your stupid accusations is that I live stream myself in my office nonstop. Feel free to go to the YouTube to see what you're actually thinking or talking about.
Well, that's illegal, but then there's that. So I just entered the room, just looked at the chat. Monica, you are not the boss of me. I will block whoever I want. If you are racist towards me, I will block you. You will never leave my walk. If you are questioning that, I will show the fucking receipt. So then there's.
So you moved her out of the room. You fucking cunt. I can have the chat with Roger on that one, because that one.
It is wild today in the month. Oh my word, what is going on?
Yeah. I don't know who keeps moving people, but I think you need to reevaluate your life. Yeah.
Yeah, someone modded me for a reason, so I'm sorry for that. I haven't been disruptive. You all have been coming and asking me, and then now you guys are playing little games, and that's disappointing. And then also, people are complaining about Brad calling women names. I get it; he can be harsh sometimes. But you're saying you're complaining that he called you a cunt. But were you one? Have you continuously been one? Have you been attacking that his wife is deceased? Have you been saying?
Thank you for sharing.
Beth is in the audience. Beth, I'm bringing you back up. KK's moved. Her hand's raised. I'm just gonna bring her back up. Listen, I'm not Canada, ladies, my fellow mods. I'm not, I don't move anybody. I don't want to cause any problems. But well, look who's modding with you, and you can see where the problem is. They don't like the truth. So there you go. And listen, if you want, I'll share the fucking receipts. I don't have any problem. But when you fuck around.
They boomed the room. They boomed the room. Somebody couldn't take the heat. I'm sure it was Monica. Monica's good at doing that. All right. I hope you enjoyed the Brad show. This is the campaign to elect Judge Kitover.
Potentially coming up against some of these regulations that you're putting in place? Well, with
can I say something regarding the title?
Yeah.
I think, what is it? Zionism is more stupid because they heard the truth, they seen the truth, and then they reject the Messiah.
Organization of equity securities takes hold. I mean, that really will ultimately be up to the market.
It's one thing if you're going off a lie, but it's one thing if you've seen the truth in great detail, and then you get turned around and just reject it.
Wait, so
how do you go from the Egypt and then the waters get imparted, and then you go out and build a building?
Oh, girl, I know you did not just start this.
Are you claiming that all of Judaism is...
Yeah, y'all get up here. All of you. I'm sending invites. I'm sorry, my phone's working slow.
Decide. So really,
everybody keeps moving. I keep trying to get chemo and he keeps bouncing.
How would the future for them look?
Hello?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I invited you, Chima.
Like the situation in the West Bank.
Oh, there we go.
Like they don't have citizenship. They just being governed by another state.
Wow. That last room was insanity.
Yeah, that was too much.
Y'all should just kick him. Y'all should just he didn't deserve to say all the shit he was saying.
Yeah, I just don't like kicking people, and plus I don't know. I don't like booting people unless they're absolutely insane and disruptive. And I get it. Some of y'all might be like, he was being insane and disruptive and very disrespectful. I understand. But I feel like that is who he is. I'm not making excuses, and I'm not. Thank God, Mojo.
I'm going to push back.
Please don't leave again, Mojo. Please.
That room was a shit show. I just could not partake anymore.
Monica had to boom the room.
But I have to say, like, if there's people going to disrespect the rooms, the rules, like, that's not okay. So I don't care who you are. If you're going to be disrespecting the rules, you have to go. And characters or otherwise, things like that is just, I mean, that's the whole reason why there are rules. So I really like Brad. I haven't seen him freak out like this before. And for him to lash out like that is really surprising. But that, if that's the main cause, that it doesn't matter who you are. If you're freaking out, it's not okay.
Well, I was saying we just were not going to get control of.
He went way too far a lot of times. Like, and it was unnecessary. We had a good room going. It was a kind of big room. Like, that was unnecessary. Like, he should have got kicked out the room a long time ago.
Well, he did. He did get kicked. He just put.
No, out the room, not on to the goo. He get kicked out the room.
Well, sometimes people just need a timeout. Okay, but somebody kept on bringing him up to the stage, and that's the thing
when you have 20 mods, the thing of it is, I try to respect Mojo's rules, and Mojo's rules are like, if Mojo wants to kick somebody, Mojo can kick somebody. I can move people down. I can mute, the stage. But like I try to respect whatever the house leader, what I know is kind of what their trend is. And Mojo is typically not a remove from the ring kind of guy.
I think the United Kingdom says
so, I want to be respectful of the fact that it's his house. But when a room gets to that point, like, your best bet in that case is just to quit giving them an audience. You just have to leave. Like, there was... that room got a little crazy yesterday, and we got it under control just fine. But when it gets to the point that it got to, you just, you just can't get control of it. Like, at that point, your only option is to leave.
If he had some kind of reason for being upset, then I get it. But he had no reason. Like somebody came to describe what happened Christmas Eve. Shirley and Brad started talking at the exact same time. And he just refused to, like, I don't know, she wasn't even mean to him. She just did what Shirley do, like, I'm going to finish. And she always say that. I mean, so, like, to go up on her and everybody else, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know what I did to get thrown down. I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. That's the first in Clubhouse, but all right.
Well, but again, that's another problem when you have 50 mods too. Nobody knows who does what. That was actually one of the things that I liked about that I saw potential in with Chatter, was that if you rated people in your room, it did create a log of like who did what. So there was never a question about it.
Exactly. That's why I hate odd, because then it's like I will follow the rules, and then when people have an issue, then it's like, okay, who was the bad person? And then it's like, I didn't. Oh my God! Like the whole childish throw somebody down because you don't like what they're saying. It's not because I don't like what they're saying. It's because you're not following the rules. It's pretty easy, That's it's just something. And I mean, there's so many other rooms. So I was gonna leave until the room then got bombed. But
and I don't know who modded KK. I have no clue.
That was me. That was a strategic thing that I did, because I wanted to see if Brad was going to social experiment. I was going to see to what extent Brad's crash out was going to be. And if he was insulting all of the women on stage, and I wanted to see if he was going to insult KK as well, and how bad his crash out was, because I really wanted to see how.
That's his online girlfriend.
Right.
Yeah, they want to insult her. Like, she was on a view with him. That's all she was on.
Yeah, that's what I would, and that's what I wanted to see as well. Oh, sorry.
I mean, they have phone sex about once a week on this app.
So that's.
Go ahead, Ann.
Sorry, what did you say?